Shalom me homies, and welcome to another video. My name is Aiden and we're finally back with another speed paint. So as the title implies, this was actually supposed to be for Halloween, but I didn't finish that in time. So this is more of a late Thanksgiving video, I guess. Anyways, so this is for a game idea I had for a while now. Probably back in 2016 is probably when I started working on it, but 2017 is when I did the original picture. So yeah, pretty spicy. So basically, this is a horror video game idea, a horror franchise actually. Not to boast, but I have much planned and much in the reworking, but that's besides the point. And basically, this is just for the first game. So we got your main girl, Sam, right here in the middle. And basically, she was dared to stay in this one house for 3 nights. And it's a spooky, ooky, haunted house kind of thing. And I don't know why I'm talking like this, but we're going with it for the rest of the video. Basically, she was dared by her friends to be in this house for 3 days. It's been abandoned, and it's really spooky, and has legends and stuff. And, yeah. It's a very simple premise that I'm going to take way too far and make a whole franchise out of, because Scott Coffin. This is not anything like Five Nights at Freddy's, so please don't compare it. I sound like a DeviantArt artist. Anyways. Yeah. So this is Sam. She's like 18 or 19 or something, and this is in the 90s. This takes place in the 90s mostly because I want to be aesthetic and have Cadillacs and stuff, and those weren't solely in the 90s, but yeah. I swear I have a plan. Also, I kind of cut out some things by accident, so that's happening, then yeah, sorry. The person next to Sam, who I am inking right now currently, is simply called the Mother. I don't know if I want to fully explain everyone's deal in this or not, but because I don't think it's fully explained in the first game. I mean, I haven't finished working on the first game because I'm kind of retooling it right now. But yeah, basically, she's one of the spirits that haunts this house. You find her, so there's the master bedroom. That's where she initially pops up. I believe she's supposed to come from the bath. She has associations with the bathtub, we'll put it like that. I'm not sure if I have her coming from the bath or if you just meet her in the hallway. It also might vary by night, because the first night's kind of whack. Because when you wake up, you end up waking up in the living room. And it's kind of spooky. It's at 8 o'clock that you wake up when you go to sleep at 7. Or I might do some weird funking with the numbers. Something funky with the numbers, there we go. Yeah. And maybe you'll go to sleep at like 10 and you'll wake up at 8. Whatever. Time is kind of an important thing in this game. Not entirely. There's very little symbolism. I mean, there's some symbolism, but not entirely. I didn't go full symbolism with this game idea so far. But yeah. So basically, she is in the master bedroom because she's the mom who owned this house. Pretty self-explanatory. I am great with names. You'll notice in the original, she was very not good. She had like straight hair and was very just kind of static. I wanted to fix that a bit. I wanted to have them interacting with each other a lot more. That was kind of the biggest thing. Because in the original they're just kind of all plastered together, not really interacting. Whereas in this one I wanted to have them all somewhat together, like the doll is right next to Sam's feet. The mother is touching Sam. The guard is looking directly at Sam instead of away. The dog is just kind of chilling there. And The cannibal is also just kind of chilling there. I might incorporate them more in future editions. We'll see. I kind of want to make this a yearly thing. I was originally going to make it a yearly thing, but I missed 2018, so I kind of gave up on 2018. But here we are in 2019, back at it again. So yeah, I'm going to kind of go over each character and see what... There's not too much. The dog is just kind of there, low-key. He doesn't actually have that deep of a detailed story other than he was a dog, now he's dead. Very depressing. Spooky now. I'm also a lot better at drawing anatomy for dogs now, at least for like their bones. I'm not good at canine anatomy at all in general, like bones or living or otherwise. I don't know what otherwise is supposed to mean. Let me know it down in the comments if you can figure out what that's supposed to mean. But yeah, basically the dog is outside. He'll kind of chase you around, I guess. Not really any major plans with him. He's more of a side spook. Oh yeah, this game's called Spook. Because it's a horror game. It's spooky. I'm creative. No, I actually do have fun with this story. Here's the guard. He's kind of a demon boy. You meet him in the living room. I've had so many different designs for this guy, so this is just kind of the 2019 design. There's somewhere I want him to have wings, somewhere I don't. I had a sketch and he had like a ton of different things. I can't decide whether I want to make him super thin or super thick, you know? He's kind of a mess. But he's actually pretty interesting. Basically, he guards over this house, and he's like a spooky demon boy who guards over this house and makes sure that people can't leave or get in, which Sam was able to get in, because he's not that good of a guard. Modern technology, also known as I can open a door, I'm not that stupid. But yeah, we have him. He's... I'm not going to get too much into the lore I have planned, but he very simply was set to watch over this house for whatever reason that may be. Yeah, so he's in the living room. He'll throw his axe at you and will genuinely try to track you down. I have plans for the AI. I don't know if any of you actually are interested in me throwing up numbers and explaining how I want this to work or not, and like explaining where his visual radius is and how I just want him to be able to see. But it's going to be relatively good. I want him to be able to see throughout most of the entire room and into the next. However, you'll be able to hide behind various objects. Also, I kind of modeled the house after my own house, so oops. I might redesign it, but the general layout is very similar to my house. I mean, my house was built in like the 70s, so it works. I just really like the layout of my house, like for a game. I'm also just very used to it. It's not that crazy of a layout anyways. I mean, I could kind of design past on my other houses and houses I've been to in general, but I mean, at the end of the day, most houses are kind of the same. I just like this one more, so. Yeah, he has this axe that he'll throw at you, and I'm not sure if I want to have him break objects. That could be that could be like for the third night. Like, he'll just start breaking objects. So the third night, things get wild. Like, oh boy. I'm not going to explain how they get wild, because that's for you guys to find out in 3 years when I actually finish this game. It'd be super cool if anyone out there is like good at 3D modeling and wants to help out, because I'm good at everything but I'm alright at 3D modeling. It's just not my cup of tea. Also, I don't have any 3D modeling programs currently, so yeah. But I'm alright at 3D modeling. Not the best, not the absolute worst. We have fun here. This is the doll. he kind of runs around. You may have noticed in the picture from 2017 that Sam has a cross. The cross is supposed to repel anyone, but it does not repel the doll. I might change it. I'm not sure. I'm not fully on board with it being cross anymore. I kind of want to do like different symbols, like maybe hexagram in different shapes, like unicircular or traditional Jewish Star of David. That'd be cool. Or just make my own symbol for this game to make it stand out a bit more. But we'll see. This is the cannibal. You get locked in here with him, and it's really terrifying, and I'm actually kind of spooked out. I hate that I say that. I'm actually kind of freaked out by the prospect of this character, because basically you're locked in a room with him. So what's supposed to happen is like you'll anger the mother, and she'll grab you by the hair and drag you down to the basement where there's this secret locked room and throw you in there with the cannibal. And you gotta escape before you know he eats you. And it's nerve-wracking. You can escape, obviously, that's like the goal. But you also have to escape before daylight because when daylight comes, the room disappears completely. So at night it reappears, which is kind of a running theme of this, like things are not as they seem. So during the day you're able to explore the house. The only character active during the day is the doll. And he just kind of runs around. He has like some scampering noises. It's gonna be spooky. Take a shot every time I say spook in this video. I was about to say give me money, but you know, don't have a Patreon yet. I have a Redbubble, I have an Etsy, I have a few other things. PayPal if you ever want, just give me free donations. All down in the description below. Anyways, we're getting onto the shading, and I actually was conscious with the shading this time. Wow, it's like I improved as an artist or something. Because in the original picture I wasn't very shading conscious. Conscious? I don't know. Words are not real. I was just kind of like shading everywhere, anywhere, always. light source, nah, shading. Also, it took like an hour to shade the guard, whereas everyone else is like under an hour. That's part of why this is a super long video, but I digress. This was fun for the most part, kind of. It's also very stressful, but we have fun. But yeah, more things to think about. During the day you can explore the house. You can also go into town and there'll be various things in there. You might be able to buy the cross or whatever, the MacGuffin basically, in town or not in town. You might just be able to find it. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to have it in the game. Because initially I was thinking it'd be on this little table thing that's modeled after my house, so I would know where it is, but you probably wouldn't. It's this little table in the living room, which is in the front of the house. And you go down the stairs and into the living room and it's just kind of there during the day. So probably on the first day you won't be able to get it. Once again, it takes place over 3 days. So the first day you get there, you kind of move in and check out the house, in which you go to sleep and awake in the living room in this one armchair. And you're kind of like, okay, what do? You probably get almost immediately attacked by the guard who's in the living room and kitchen area. Not kitchen. Office. The kitchen is right next to the office, and the kitchen kind of leads into the dining room area, which is not blocked off probably. It's going to be a very open space, open... what's the word? I don't watch enough HGTV for this. Open concept. Yes. Probably be very open concept, kind of situation. I started saying situation a lot. I'm Amberlyn Reed. Hi. But yeah, so you're gonna be able to go into there and hopefully not get killed by the guard immediately, which is also gonna be part of like his eye range and how much he can see, or if he can immediately see you upon spawning. I don't know how fast he's gonna be either, and how much he'll use his wings, if he has wings in the final version either. These are all things for me to think about. But yeah, so there's got 3 floors, basement, ground floor, and top floor, and technically there's an attic. Not too much gameplay happens in there, but it might be something to check out, you know, for plot reasons. I don't want to give away too much, but I really like talking about this game. I have so many stories and game ideas you wouldn't even believe. But I do actually want to get this one done relatively early on. I have like 5 games planned, because I have this one, and I have like a prequel kind of situation. I have a sequel, and I have like the ultimate prequel, which is where like all the games are combined, plus a new thing which describes specific events that made everything happen. Because the prequel, basically, it's about who the mother was and who the doll was. Kind of. The doll's really weird. We'll put it like that. Sam is not involved in that one. The sequel is related to characters who are not in this game entirely. Yeah. And that one takes place in a graveyard. Oh, the prequel takes place in the supermarket. Yeah, don't question it. And then the Uber prequel, I guess we'll call it, that takes place in all the locations. And plus a few other things. That one's gonna be super long and interesting. Yeah, I don't know how much I spoiled. But I'm just really excited for this. And if anyone is really good at 3D modeling, like can do relatively realistic forms, that would be fantastic, especially if you do it for free, but you probably won't do it for free because most people don't work for free. I don't work for free. That'd be fantastic if you could like hit me up. So yeah, we're shading Sam now and making everything look very nice. The flashlight isn't an actual item I thought about that much. It probably won't repel anything, because like, in my opinion, light isn't like an actual repellent. It's just like, because all these are on a different realm than us, like they're all ghosts and stuff. And so they don't react to light, which is a mostly physical thing. I'm going to pretend to be a pseudoscientist here. But anyways, I digress. That's probably not going to be an object that repels anything, but it'll just mostly be able to light up areas. Like the upstairs. And the doll can move around freely. I believe I mentioned that several times, but like, I'm just letting you guys know, it can move around freely wherever, no matter what blockages you put in its way. The mother mostly stays upstairs, but on the 3rd night things get really crazy, so who knows what happens. Oh, that's terrifying. Anyways, sorry, I have certain fears that I'm putting into this, and I'm just like, this is going to be fun for everyone. And what else to think about? I need to figure out certain game mechanics. Like what I fully want to put in the game, like, because I could just have it be you're in the house, but I know there are some things that you can do in the town that affect your gameplay choices. Not affect your gameplay, affect your outcome. I don't know if I want it to be like a little pop-up where it's like, what do you want to do, or if you can like, actually go there and interact, like have like a little town that you can go into, or if it's just kind of a thing where it's just a pop-up and it's like, here, you can do this. Because I don't know how much I want to build. Like, I don't know how much I want to actually design, because that's so much work. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I also just really like the feeling of an open world game. It's not open world, but you know, it makes me feel better. Especially because I have to make other characters too after this. If I do that, they won't be like intricate, but knowing me, I'm going to still make them intricate and just, like give them deep backstories. I'm special. This is a longer video, I noticed, and I'm not entirely prepared for it. It's been a while. I'm gonna make a video on that, like why it's been so long and what's up, and then am I still alive, and how are things going, like commissions and character reviews. But yeah, it's been a month. We'll put it like that. But yeah, I'm actually really excited again for this game. I haven't thought about this game in a while, like genuinely thought about this game. But it's something that I really want to get back working on. It's a very simple premise, nothing super deep. Like, yeah, there's the lore, but the lore isn't like that deep, honestly. It's pretty simplistic. And yeah, I'm not sure how I want the actual franchise to end entirely. Like, resolution. Well, I know what I'm going to be planning tonight. But I want to have some kind of resolution for all these characters. I think I wanted Sam to be like a nun or something at one point. That'd be interesting. But yeah. The cannibal, let's talk about him. I'm trying to think of like things I haven't talked entirely about. Yeah, you get locked in this one room with him if you upset the mother. With the mother, what happens is you talk with her. When you go upstairs, you start talking. You start dialogue with her, and basically you can make her really angry or really pleased with you. She's kind of interesting. I don't remember exactly what I wanted the dialogue to be about, but I think you can ask things about her life and you'll gain deeper insight into what all went on. I think like, you shouldn't let her know that she's dead. That makes sense, like general etiquette, like don't call a woman old. If you tell her that she's dead, she's probably not going to be super happy. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to redesign her dress. I kind of like it, I kind of don't. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what I was going for. Also, I don't know what kind of organs these are. But they are organs now. My knowledge of human anatomy is just as great as my knowledge of dog anatomy. Except I don't know how dogs work at all. Campbell's a pretty interesting character. Like, his story is kind of cool. We have a few characters who are like really spooky. Because these aren't all the characters entirely, there's 3 others. Yeah, 3 others that aren't really mentioned in this. 3 planned so far characters that aren't really mentioned in this. Like, I mean like spooky characters. Because there's Sam, and then there's a whole new cast of characters from the 3rd game. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about the background. It's just like a gradient. I don't know. I feel like I could have done something more there. But it's a lot better than just the plain white background I had. Yeah, let me know in the comments, like, things I can improve on for 2020. Wow. We're already there. Double digit. Or not double digit. 20s, yeah. Roaring 20s. Gatsby 2.0. I believe these guys all died in the 70s. because Sam is exploring the house in the 90s. I believe like all the characters present here are from the either 70s or 80s. I need headphones to exist for one specific reason. Like I am a stickler for certain. Like if I want something in the game or a story, it's gonna be in there. Like anachronism. It's just I need it for one character's aesthetic because I'm special. Hopefully I can get that done. I might completely change the era just for that. It'll be either 70s or 80s, and that will affect when everything happens. But this is definitely in the 90s. Also for plot reasons. And yeah. I need to learn more about typography, because I'm not entirely happy with how the text came out. Like, it looks nice, but it can be definitely improved on. So let me know in the comments, like, anything I can do to fix it up and make it look extra nice. I don't know, I really like how it came out, but I feel like there's definitely some things missing, which is why I add this little shadow. Which may or may not be plot related. So yes, here is the 2017 drawing in all of its yikes. Things I definitely improved on was making everyone kind of fit together and look like there's a whole composition, but character designs also improved, I feel. There's a definite overall improvement, though I do like the typography of the original a little bit more, just because it was more creative, I feel. And here is the 2019 finished piece. Overall, I enjoyed making this, and I hope you enjoyed watching me make this. Stay tuned for more videos coming up in the future. I have a lot of plans for December, and yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for next year when I try to remake this. Peace out. Bye.